back to Good Day. It's 8:15. Kind of a great morning out there. 42 degrees. Greg says this is about as warm as it gets. We've got a system coming in. He's got the breakdown of what to expect coming up in just a few minutes. But you know, for years, people have been calling the Denver Boulder tech scene the next Silicon Valley. A new list, in fact, just came out, said Salt Lake and Denver are the hot spots. But some consider that a shallow and inaccurate description. The Front Range has its own culture, its own personality. We're not Silicon Valley, we're Denver, which is helping turn the region into a distinct and thriving hotspot for startups. Spencer Campbell here from our partners at 5280 Magazine. Good to have you, Spencer.
Yeah, thanks for having us in.
What did you discover? Did you discover that people from Silicon Valley, from Northern California, want to come to Colorado?
In a lot of ways, yeah. We got Scott McNealy. He's the founder of Sun Microsystems. That eventually sold to Oracle. Yeah. And when he decided to start his next company, Way In, he chose Denver. And you'll see a lot of that. And I know it's weird for people to think, but people are moving here for cost of living reasons, and also because it's just a great environment to live.
Well, and it's not just software. Lots of apps are starting up here, but a lot of hardware companies too. I think Sphero is a great example of a company that's been around for quite some time now and has developed into a big deal.
Yeah, they're exactly what you'll find about the culture here. This is a company that started at Techstars. It's an accelerator in Boulder. They sort of joined forces with a longtime entrepreneur here, and before you know it, they're creating the adorable BB-8 toy for the Star Wars franchise, which, as you know, is coming out later this year, so they're expecting quite a boom in sales.
And that took them from here to here in a matter of 6 months.
Absolutely, absolutely. Their growth has been, I think they've done almost $300 million in sales since their founding in 2010, so.
That's crazy. I've had a chance to meet the co-founders of that company, and it's interesting. They stay on the ground level. They're still really involved in the engineering stuff. It's cool to see that.
Absolutely.
For a lot of these guys. And then you've got the Watering Can, another company that I've gotten to know here in Colorado, specifically in Denver, and they make this product here in Denver too.
Absolutely, and we were just talking before off camera, but how much you love it and how much how intuitive it is to spot rain before you even think rain is coming, and so it'll shut off your sprinkler system so the lawn doesn't get saturated.
It's called the Rockio, right?
Exactly, the Rockio. And you can water your lawn on different sides, so if you've got really thirsty roses on one side but dry cactus on the other, you don't have to worry about them getting the same amount of water.
It's kind of like a Nest, but for your irrigation system, and it's really pretty cool, and it's nice that they're based right here. So who's Dispatch? I haven't heard of these guys yet.
So Dispatch Health is sort of a... we've all sort of got aches and pains from time to time, but maybe you don't want to go wait in the waiting room. You know, you get the germs in there. You got the long wait times. What you'll do is you just send call these people. They send urgent care people straight to your home.
It's like old school.
Absolutely.
It's like the old medical bag, and the doctor's coming to your house.
So this is great for seniors. This is great for people. You know, maybe you don't want to miss the last episode of The Simpsons or The Bachelor or something like that. Game of Thrones, exactly.
It's for lazy, sick people. Sign me up. I'm done with that, because when I'm sick, I don't want to leave the house. And finally, we've got one last one here, among many, probably thousands here in Colorado.
Absolutely. It's hard to narrow it down, but this is a really cool cooking app. This is Let's Be Chefs, and what they do is it's sort of like the Blue Apron, where they send you all the ingredients and everything like that. But this actually walks you through on your phone the step-by-step directions, and even if you're lazy on the couch watching Game of Thrones, this will say, hey, it's time to get up and make that quiche. So it sets temperature, everything like that. It's really intuitive.
You've nailed me in a nutshell. Sick, lazy, and watching TV and waiting for food. That's it. That's me. So this is cool. The article, of course, in 5280. You can check this out on newsstands right now. If you go to Supers, of course, it's always right there in the aisle when you're checking out. What's next for Colorado's tech scene, do you think?
Well, I think we're going to start seeing sort of the next progression. You've seen a lot of companies grow to a scale where they sell off to sort of Silicon Valley.
Right.
But you see a lot of companies like Logarithm, like SendGrid. They're going to take that next step, and they're sort of going to become our Facebook, our Twitter, sort of the big giants that you see in the tech scene.
Right here in Colorado. Spencer, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks to you.
Always appreciate you guys have super interesting stuff in 5280. And for a tech guy like me, this is right up my alley. Greg?
That Dispatch Health one, it reminds me of like Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman.
I know. She will not show up to your house.
For a